What are we making?
Beef stew.
Ooh, beef stew.
It's rainy and stuff outside.
Look at them beefs. Look at that beef. Beefy.
So
looks like a collapsed lung.
It's actually a round steak, the kind you pound out and stuff. But we're making stew, so it's gonna cook for a while.
Oh, so it's a nice steak.
Yeah, it could have
Maybe
been.
if we like cut it up real small, we could have steakums out of it.
We're gonna have beef stew.
Steakums?
Because each one was $2.30.
Philly cheesesteaks.
How about we just concentrate on the stew?
Alright, we're gonna cut everything.
I'm gonna cut this into cubes.
Cubes.
Bite-sized cubes because, I mean, it's gonna be hearty, but kind of like when everything fits on my spoon and I get a whole mouthful of everything.
A whole bite size.
Not just a piece of meat and some juice.
I would even make them smaller.
I mean, I could, but then we could just make a fondue.
Like if I'm just sipping, I'm like, we'll puree it.
Well, I mean...
You can drink it out of a straw.
Like an ancient old ass. Anyway, I'm going to chop all this up.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to chop it all up.
I'm going to chop it all up.
All right, we got our meats nice and cubed.
Cubed.
It's
cubed.
Cubed meat.
So we're going to move on to our veggies.
So we're going to do the veggies.
We're going to chop up some celery. About 6 carrots. 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to have about 1.5 cups of mushrooms.
Throw some mushrooms in that bitch.
A full onion.
A full onion. And little baby, tiny little potatoes.
I'm going to cut them in half.
They're just so cute.
But if I was doing like ham and cabbage or something, I would just cook them just like that. And then I'm going to toss in some tomatoes for
All right, toss in
flavor.
the tomatoes. I'm going to toss the tomatoes.
So let's start off with the carrots. I'm not skinning the carrots. There's
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
vegetables in these carrot skins that we want to keep. And I'm going to chunk them. I'm not going to slice them real small. I want them chunky.
You're chopping up like
hearty, yeah, like as if it's a stew. So, I mean, some people like just cut them in half like this.
No.
And I'm not doing that because then I can't fit it on my spoon.
I like them small too, though, like when they get really soft. You know?
Well, these are going to get really soft because we're gonna cook them for a while.
I like soft carrots. A soft Frosty nose. Frosty the Snowman nose. Look at that one, would be perfect for a Frosty nose. Ooh. You had a carrot for a nose, right? Frosty?
Yeah.
A little bit of celery in our soup. You know the only time I like celery is in soup?
It takes all the flavor, like in the soup.
On its own, it just tastes weird.
I like it with peanut butter.
Like cucumbers. I do love cucumbers, but they do have a weird taste.
I'm going to use the celery leaves too because they have a flavor that we like to put in our soups. They do taste different than the celery itself. Want to taste?
I guess.
Yeah. They have a flavor. Like a spicy kind of flavor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we want that in our soup.
Who decided to put peanut butter on that? Like, what was just going through that dude's head?
Well, you know, he needed a snack, and peanut butter is a good protein.
Well, they knew.
Oh, they knew they existed.
Oh, they knew.
They knew who they were. All right, that's our celery.
Celery,
Pile
and
that
then
in
we're
there.
gonna pile it on top of our carrots.
Yeah, because I mean,
All nice, like.
I got yelled at for using so many dishes.
She wants to use every dish in the house for these videos. Then I have to do the dishes.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Where's the beef? Where's the beef?
See, I'm going to conserve my dishes.
With your little weird...
See how much trouble I'm getting in? I'm conserving everything. I am just literally...
Now we're just being conservative.
Yeah. I'm going to cut them out a little bit.
Meatballs.
My little fingerling potatoes. Do you know why we have fingerling potatoes?
What?
Just cutting our whole entire bodies in half. All right, so we're going to cut up this pile of fingerling potatoes.
We're gonna cut up this pile.
The whole pile.
I'm gonna let it go.
The whole pile.
The whole video, we're gonna just have...
It's really hard to do that because then
Cutting potatoes.
there's no exits. Nobody talks about exiting. It's just, so our potatoes are all cut up and put in our bowl. Now we're gonna get our onions and garlic in the pot. So
Ooh, how are you gonna cut your onion this time? Could you come up with a whole new adventurous way to do it?
I'm gonna do 2 knives.
You can do that with the garlic.
No, I'm not gonna do that with the garlic.
So, what are you cutting first?
I'm gonna cut the garlic because it's right here.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna chunk it up because it's gonna boil down into like mush. But I wanna get some flavor in there with our meat when we saute. We're gonna brown our meat up a little bit before we add everything. That is disturbing. I can't even see my fingers. Jesus.
Just trying to get a close up.
Yeah, I suppose. There's a zoom.
Are you ready for it? Okay, so here we are.
Okay, so now, little pink left. We're going to start adding our ingredients and assembling our stew.
Assemble the stew.
Assemble the stew. So we're going to hit it up with...
Worcestershire sauce.
We haven't yet decided how to do that, have we?
What?
Okay, I'm going to put in...
Say Worcestershire? It's Worcestershire. Worcestershire.
2 tablespoons.
2 teaspoons of
Tablespoons.
Worcestershire. Tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce.
Yep, we're going to stir that in a little bit. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of flour because we want this is a stew, not a soup. So we're going to thicken this up a little bit. I'm going to, you know...
Thicken it.
Well, because it's a stew, not a soup. We don't...
Stew.
We want it thick. I might even put it over rice. My son's been asking for rice.
Ooh, baby.
Oh, yeah. And them.
Then we're going to add...
Our tomatoes.
Da-da-da-da, tomatoes.
They will break themselves down.
They'll break themselves down.
Yep.
You didn't even have to cut them.
Oh, they're just little cherry tomatoes. That'd be pretty colors. I mean, we're probably not going to see that much in the soup, but...
Starting to smell like Worcestershire sauce.
Okay, we're going to toss in our mushrooms.
Toss in our mushrooms.
Like I said, about 1.5 cups of mushrooms. These are going to wilt down, so I didn't bother cutting them.
So they'll just turn to mush in the background.
Not mush, but they shrink. Some things shrink when they get warm. Alright, before I add my carrots, potatoes, and celery, I'm going to go ahead and add
Broth.
some vegetable broth.
How much is that there in that thingamajigger?
I think it's 2 cups. 4 cups.
4 cups.
So we did the vegetable broth, and I'm going to do 4 cups of chicken broth. We're going to have to salt to taste because I don't use bouillon. Because, I mean, that's no good for you.
No, too much sodium.
Yeah, so when we cook our vegetables down, we're going to...
Although it's still better for you than, I don't know, let's say McDonald's or something.
Yeah, but isn't it better to salt to taste? That way you know exactly how much you're putting in there.
I don't know. They salt the fries from McDonald's to taste.
Not anymore. Or if they do, they're not tasting them. Alright, we're going to add all our veggies in.
Vegetables.
Our potatoes. This is going to be one hearty stew. I can't wait.
And that's that. We're just going to let that simmer now.
We are.
For how long?
I'm going to say about an hour. I'm going to bring it to a slight boil and then I'm going to turn it down.
So what are we keeping our heat on?
Well, right now I'm going to have it on high until it starts to boil and then I'm going to put it on simmer.
Going to keep it on high until it starts to boil?
You know, we've talked about this.
All right, buddy.
I'm going to write simmer. Anyway, that's the beginning.
That's it. So we'll come back to you when it's almost done.
When it's stew. Boom. All right, here we are. Our soup's been cooking for about an hour and a half on simmer. Doesn't that look delicious? Now we're going to thicken it up a little bit more. It's not quite as thick as I want it to be because we're going to serve it over rice. So I have 2 more tablespoons of flour mixed with water, obviously, so we don't get noodles instead. We're just going to stir this in and let it simmer for a second. Oh, it's already thickening up. Look at that.
Look at those.
Ooh,
Look at them.
Look at that. It did instantly.
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
Where's the beef?
See how much thicker that is now?
Where's the beef?
And we're going to take out the bay leaves, because who the hell wants to eat those? I feel like it's a legit leaf.
We just put it in there for flavors.
Yep. There's 2 more in here. There's one. Just for the flavor.
Nope, she got them all. Good
3
job.
of them. Okay, see how much thicker that is now?
It's more like a stew.
Well, that's what we want it, stew, because we're going to serve it.
It's like gruel.
No, it's stew.
What is gruel?
While it was stewing, we made a cup of rice. That makes like 1 cup of rice makes all that, believe it or not. 3 of us are eating. And we're gonna
add that to our stew.
No, we're not adding it. We're serving it over the rice.
Serving it over the rice.
Some fancy stuff here.
Sense.
So
Okay.
come on over here. Nice bed of rice in each bowl.
A bed of rice. 'Cause I wanna lay you down.
Nice,
on a bed of rice.
nice and hearty to put you to sleep.
Hearty.
Nice and hearty. Can I get any heartier?
Beef noodle hearty.
There's no noodles.
Well, it's my commercial. Do what I want.
This is my kitchen. I want that.
Word bird.
All right.
Now what are we doing?
I'm gonna serve it. Look.
Spoon some over the rice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Look at that.
Whoop.
Doesn't that look beautiful?
Whoop.
Let's give it another.
Whoop.
Teenage boys eat a lot. Actually, he was out here eating my soup already while it was simmering. He's a jerk.
His eyes are bigger than his stomach sometimes.
Yeah, but mine aren't. Look at that.
And that's that.
And that is that. Bon appetit.
Beef stew.